Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Arrowhead, and today we are back with some more college football. And as we talk college football, we're going to talk a bit about the Big 12, a bit what's going on outside of the Big 12, and just see where we're at, see how we're doing. And we're going to start with the winners of the week. And that comes by first Iowa State. Iowa State played an amazing game. Well, I wouldn't say amazing. I would say good game against Iowa. 13-16, Iowa State. Um, and here's the big thing with Iowa State. I think they are going to be really good. Let's actually go back real quick to my predictions and where I had them placed. Sorry. View channel. Let's see. Where did I have Iowa State plates? I need a new mic. Did I? Oh, yep. They are in my contenders. Already, guys. I think it's early. It's really early, so I'm not going to call it yet. But my champion might be wrong. They're kind of bad. No, Iowa State's doing well. I took Kate State to win it, and I can't believe that. Uh, uh, yeah. Um, that that hurt. But Iowa State's doing really well. I'm going to remind you, these are my rankings. This is where I had Iowa State, Kate State, Arizona State, which isn't looking great. 2 weeks in, Utah and Texas Tech, and I could put BYU up there too. But so far so good, really, with that. But yeah, Rato Beck looked average. Not great yardage, but they aren't opening it up too much. And honestly, there wasn't a lot of football in this game. There wasn't a lot of scoring. And now we will go from Iowa State to Arizona, who, by the way, have not looked bad. Their offense looks good. They beat Hawaii and they throttled Hawaii, and Hawaii beat Stanford. And I think I took Hawaii in this game, so I think that one was wrong. Obviously, I don't bet, so I didn't lose anything, but that was my guess who would win. So yeah. Yeah, and then they played Weber State. They should beat an FCS team. As I say that, I'm going to go throughout the week and we're going to talk about a team that hurt me and that's continuing to hurt me because I was high on them. Yeah, really high on them. But Arizona could be a dark horse this year. I'm calling it now. BYU! Guys, I feel like BYU should be ranked right now. They in yes, it's against interesting competition, and to their credit, none of the teams that they have played currently have a win. But we're gonna look at the Stanford game. The line was minus 21 BYU, so 20. If you add 21 points to that score, would BYU still win? Yes, they would. So they covered the spread. Well, while they had a brand new quarterback, goes 17 for 27 with a rushing touchdown. He is actually doing really good. Has 3 passing touchdowns, but also 3 rushing touchdowns. So, um, yeah, that's interesting. That's good. Uh, he's looking pretty darn good. Then LJ Martin, this guy already on pace for a career best year. Um, that that would be awesome if he broke 1,000 yards. I'm calling it right now. I do think he breaks 1,000 yards. Uh, then I also think Sione Moa, not Charles, he has a rushing touchdown. Javessa Mooney, he's gonna be good for them. He's a rookie. He's a freshman. Um, then Sione Moa, this guy didn't have a great game last night. He went 29, 7 for 29. Not great, but he'll be the second to LJ Martin. And they should be really good. Uh, Chase Roberts, I'm expecting a big year from this guy. He he had one painful drop yesterday, and then but I think he's gonna break 1,000 yards as well receiving. Um, Jack Kelly, this guy, I'm going to come out with my Players of the Week awards, and he's currently on my defensive list right now for Players of the Week. Uh, I have another guy that not from this game, and but I do also have another guy from this game. So BYU Stanford, BYU Cam dominated. Offensively, they did have a few they couldn't put into the end zone, but defensively they look really darn good. Only 3 points throughout 2 games, pretty darn good. Houston, another dark horse here, guys. And I called it. They're going to be a bowl team. I do believe that still. I look at their schedule. Other than Texas Tech and Baylor, Arizona State, Arizona. But that's a win. That's a win. I think they could beat Colorado. They have a bye this week. No, they don't. They play Colorado this week. I think they could beat Colorado. I think they could beat Oregon State while losing to Texas Tech, beating Oklahoma State. Arizona might be coming off a loss there, so I don't know, but yeah, they look good. Um, yeah, they do look good. All right, Texas Tech. Holy crap, guys! I think yeah, they've broken 100 points already, and they've only let up 21. However, that is not great competition that they were playing. Um, but I do think they're going to be really good. I think we have a lot of good work from these teams. Do they do time slot? Is it premiere TV window? Yeah. I think they're gonna win that game. I think this one could be this game this early for them. It could be a um championship. Yeah, it could be a game that sets up the championship. Houston, I do think they win that one. Arizona State, that could be a lot. BYU will be coming off a bye, that could be a lot. I think they beat Utah. I think they lose to Arizona State because Arizona State plays better at. Um, but I could see them in the playoffs. I really could. And a lot of people think they could make the playoffs. UCF, surprising 2-0 already after a gnarly loss to Jacksonville State. Well, a narrow win to Jacksonville State. Uh, they're coming off that with a really big bounce back win against A&T, North Carolina A&T. I don't know what that means. But yeah, so they could be good. Utah, Utah's looks dramatically better. I don't like it. I I don't like it. I don't like it. It makes me sad as a BYU fan. No, it's good to see them actually doing well. Do I think they're good? I have my own opinions. I think this one could be really hard for them. This one could be really hard for them. I think they could lose one of these two games. One of these three, technically. They don't play Iowa State, who, by the way, I am very high on Iowa State. I think they could be a championship contender. Jayhawks! The first time you're challenged, you lose, guys. And you left 42 points. You have a 15-point lead going into the half. No, you have a 15-point lead to end the first quarter. And then it's tied going into halftime. Come on. Ugh. Mountain Dew. But yeah. Tie going into halftime. And then you let 14 points in the final 10 minutes. Yeah, you deserve to lose that game. Sorry. Alright, Neds up TCU. They've only played one game. I'm not going to go over them. I went over them last week. Check out last week's video. Arizona State. Oh my. Arizona State. That's we aren't fans of conferences. That's kind of how this is supposed to work. You're not supposed to be a fan of conferences, right? But if I was a fan of a conference, and with today's age, you kind of have to root for your conference in order to get to the playoffs. We all want to get to the playoffs, right? But you kind of want to root for. And they lost. Not only did they lose, what we're going to see Mississippi State football. Guys. Okay, we're going to pause this. We're going to mute it. We're going to analyze it real quick. Okay. Okay. I've never seen this. Okay. They don't score it. I've never seen it. You take the lead, right? Right. Okay. Hold up. Nope, this isn't it. Alright. So, second one, 3rd and 9. Alright. So this guy, when it's 3rd and 9, you come. Or why is he coming up? Why is he coming up? Why is he coming up? Why? Let's rewatch it. Rewatch it. Okay. He comes up. He's not going to blitz. He's not trying to cover that guy because that guy sees him. Why? Why is this guy right here covering him? Why isn't he back here covering the 30? Why didn't he drop back and say, hey, number 0 is going to score here? Alright. That's where I am at with ASU. Very bad. Very bad for ASU. Jets kind of don't need to do that. If you're going to do it, fall back. Like, no. Not a good play. Not a good play. If that's a play call, we might never know if that was a play call to go cover 0. But no. That's no. No. Baylor Bears. Let's talk about something good, okay? Baylor did good. I enjoyed this game. I enjoyed this game. Alright. Yeah, I enjoyed this game. We're gonna look at the box score real quick. Sawyer Robertson. Holy shoot, dude. If he was on their team, he would be Heisman candidacy. 34 for 50, dude. Why are you throwing so much? Why aren't you able to run the ball? Why do you have to put 48 points to win a freaking game, guys? Yeah, that's my take on Baylor. They won. It didn't look pretty defensively, but they won. All right. Cincinnati Bearcats. Another win versus Bowling Green. Well, a win versus Bowling Green. They finally let Sawyer, Swordsby, open up, and he did pretty well. They don't have a rushing attack at all, it seems like, because they should have been able to rush against a lesser opponent in Bowling Green. At home, yeah, you should be able to rush. That really changes my confidence with that team. Colorado Buffaloes, another team that I'm not sure what to think about, because they did not look good with their first 2 quarterbacks, and they didn't look good in their first game, and they aren't. I don't see them. Let's look. Houston. I think Houston wins that one. We're gonna put that in my uh games to measure. Colorado at Houston. Yeah, at Houston. And what's the line? What is the points on this? Spread? Ooh, more people are taking Houston. Yep. I think we're taking Houston with. I don't like that point spread. We're taking Colorado. Taking Colorado plus the points. And we're putting on plus 5.5. That might change over the week. Okay. Because my team isn't playing this week. But yeah, I think Houston wins outright. I think plus the points, Colorado wins that game. So, okay, we gotta talk. This one's serious. This one is painful, guys. I think Oklahoma State might just be the worst Power 5 program in in the country. They just got blown out by sixth ranked Oregon, 69-3. Yeah, BYU did that to uh FCS team. Oregon came with hate in their heart. It's the best way to put that. And Oklahoma State came with excuses of why they were going to lose this game. So, if you give me hate in your heart or excuses, I'm going to take hate in your heart every time. Let's see what the line is for Tulsa, because I think that's a betting line. Where's the betting line? Yeah, I think, I don't know. That one's hard. I don't see Tulsa losing this game. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm staying away from that game though, because I don't want. All right. Well, we'll take it. Nope, that won't be one we talk about next. West Virginia. Again, another team that disappointed me. They didn't look good at all. And this wasn't a game for much of it. Yeah. Now they're going to play Pitt at home. I think they win that one, but we're going to start seeing them lose a few. I don't see them beating Kansas. I really don't see them beating Utah or BYU. I don't. UCF might be a different story, but you're going into that UCF game probably 1-4. Maybe 2-3. Maybe you win against Pitt or Kansas or BYU. Maybe not even BYU. It's at BYU. I don't see you winning at BYU. I just don't see it. But I said that about the Kansas game, and they BYU lost to Kansas. So yeah. All right. Okay, guys. We're talking about bad teams, right? And let's look at Army real quick. Okay. You lost to a team that threw the ball once. You lost to a team that, oh, sorry, they threw the ball 12 times. You lost to a team that ran the ball 70 freaking times. And I want to talk about another thing that isn't coming up here. Team stats. Right here. Time of possession, guys. I think it was 2 minutes 56 seconds. that K-State had the ball in the second half. 2 minutes, 56 seconds. That's it. That's all they did in the second half. This team literally just wore them down. That's it. That's it. I thought Avery Johnson could have a Heisman candidacy year. Guys, I don't think he's going to finish the season the way he's playing. I thought they were going to be able to run the football. I don't see that happening anytime soon. Let's look at Kansas State's season. So they have already played Iowa State. They play Baylor at Baylor. They play Arizona at Arizona. They play UCF. By the way, all three of those teams have more wins than you. They play TCU at TCU. Oh, they play TCU at home. They play Kansas at Kansas. I'm taking Kansas in that game right now. They play Texas Tech. Okay, you can beat Oklahoma State. You ain't beating Utah at Utah. You aren't beating Colorado. So they might make a bowl game. Maybe. They'd have to look a lot better to make a bowl game. But if I were to pick right now, Kansas State might be the worst team in the league. Besides Oklahoma State, which you can't get worse. Yeah. Granted, all of these are very early prognostications, and everything is going to really move eventually. Um, but yeah, so we're taking Colorado at Houston with the points. I don't think Colorado wins that on their own. So Big 12 games. All right. Iowa State plays. Taking Arizona in this one. Okay. KSU. That is a non-conference game, by the way. What's the spread on this game? $1.5 Arizona. I'm taking that. Yeah, I'm taking that. So 1.5 plus 1.5? Heck yes. I'll take Arizona with the points. Don't think that's gonna stand that long. Tech versus Oregon State. Spread. Oh gosh. So let's see. Um, minus 23. I'm gonna take Tech. I normally do not like high rollers. Um, 23.5. Alright. Yeah. I think I'm gonna take Oregon State there. We're not gonna touch that one. Because that's a pick your number game. Okay. It, okay, spread. Again, I don't bet. Don't bet, guys. So what's Virginia plus 5? 6.5. I'm going Pitt here. It's a touchdown favorite at West Virginia. 7 plus minus the points. Okay. All right. I don't know. We'll talk about that one later because I haven't done my research on it yet. Okay. Um, I would say Utah Tech Attack. Okay, so that one, and that one. Okay, Utah at Wyoming. Wyoming. Tell me why they're going to Wyoming. No matter the line, I'm taking Utah there. No matter the line. ASU versus TSU. Okay, Texas State versus Arizona State prediction. That's right. Right. So the spread is TSU plus the points plus 14. 5. Last game was close between these two. I think it's gonna be close again. I didn't like what I saw from my guy, Sam Levitt. Didn't like it. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Yep. And then it is next week. BYU at yep. Thank you all for watching. Hope you like the video, like and subscribe if you did enjoy.